doing? Give me a thumbs up. How are you doing? Are you feeling well? Has anybody had a freeze yet? We had snow this morning up here unexpectedly. Give me a thumbs up if you've had a freeze. Maybe that would be a thumbs down. I don't know. Tell me what state you're in too, so we can all see where it's freezing, where we've got cold weather. So we actually had snow this morning and it stuck on the ground. Now that's really early for us, so that's really unexpected. And so we are kind of like officially done with the main gardening season now, which, you know, at the end of fall starts feeling really exciting. You're like, yay, it's over, I can stop finally. But at the same time, there's kind of that sadness. We don't want to be done. We love those fresh vegetables. So we still have another month or two of greens coming in. Oh my goodness, 82 with high humidity in North Carolina. Wow. That's a different side of the country, isn't it? From North Idaho. Very different. That's great. Good. I know you guys are waiting to meet the baby. I'm just going to give another minute here for other people joining in. And let's see, what are you guys all drinking right now? Do you guys have a cup of tea with you? Somebody having a coffee or a latte? What do you have on hand? I've got my water. Because, you know, nursing mamas have to stay hydrated. So I feel like I am just drowning myself with water. So what do you guys have? Let me know. Southeastern Idaho. Oh, I bet you got some snow this morning too then. Yep, kombucha. Good. Good. You know, I have been loving drinking elderberry kombucha. Uh-oh, looks like we lost the feed for a second. All right, there we go, we're back. So I've been enjoying drinking elderberry kombucha, just flavoring it with just the elderberries for a second. Ooh, gosh, you guys are drinking some good stuff. Unsweet tea here in Flat Rock, Arkansas, huh? Or is AR Arizona? I think AZ is Arizona, that's Arkansas. So great. Good. Well, we got a bunch of you guys here. So thank you for joining me. This is wonderful. Great to get to see you guys. I have been really quiet for quite a few weeks here. We've had baby for about 2 weeks now. And so I've had 2 weeks of really laying still and really resting. We really insist, everybody here really insists that mama stays still and rests for a few weeks. But you know what? I get really bored and I get antsy and I missed getting to interact with you guys a lot. I've really enjoyed getting to do videos and really enjoyed getting to have comments from you guys regularly. So I missed you all. So I'm happy to be back and feeling good. I'm still gonna be taking it easy. So I'll still be kind of laying low and I'm reading some comments as I'm speaking, so I've got to focus on what I'm saying. I'm not super experienced with the live video yet, so this is kind of new. So I'll still be laying low. I still have a little bit more recovering to do, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Thank you guys. You guys have been so sweet checking in on me. I've had so many people check in and see how I was doing and how baby was doing, and it just is such a wonderful thing. You know, this homesteading group, all you guys who make up the homesteading group really have a wonderful sense of what it's like to be community. And I just so appreciate that about you guys and about homesteaders in general. You know, I just can see that it's important to everybody to have that sense of community and to be checking in. So I really appreciate that. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and officially get started now. We have a pretty good number of people here. Thank you for all the love, all the hearts and thumbs up. This is Rebecca Marie. She is 2 weeks and 2 days. I thought we might get her to wake up for the video, but I'm just not sure if she will. She snuggled all in to my baby Catan carrier, which I just like, but I might pull her out for you guys so you can see her really well and see if she'll kind of stretch and wake up so you can see this one. She looks so tiny, doesn't she? They always look so tiny, but she was a healthy 8-pound baby when she was born. And we just had a wonderful home birth with my midwives who came right up. It was not very long. It was only about 3.5 hours of labor. I'm so thankful. I've had much longer ones, and hey, short is nice. We'll just say that. So that's a wonderful thing. And the midwives made it in plenty of time, which is wonderful too, because you know, being that we are out here a ways, you have to call them early enough to get here. And that labor kind of took off and got going. So everything went really well. No complications. Baby was just healthy and ready to eat right off. And we are so thankful and feeling so blessed. And you know, another thing is that when these babies, these little cute little newborns come into this world and they have so many siblings, they come into just this amazing circle of love. And it is so wonderful to see big brothers and big sisters and toddlers who are now big sisters just loving on these babies. And it is just so sweet because they have so much love from everyone, not just mama and papa. So it's really special these first few weeks in our house. Every time they're these sweet little babies. And so we're just feeling blessed. We're feeling blessed by you guys and all of your sweet, kind thoughts that you've put out there. So, hey, I wanted to ask, how many of you guys have been blessed with a home birth? How many of you guys have done a home birth? Give me a thumbs up for a good home birth, or leave a comment. I would love to hear about it. And I wanted to share with you guys my top 5 reasons for choosing a home birth. And my number 5 reason is for the comfort factor. There is nothing like not getting in a car when you're in labor. There is nothing like being in your own bedroom, in your own house, and in your own bed. I just absolutely really love that. That is so nice. And getting to eat and drink whatever it is that I want, when I want it. That is really wonderful. Both for the birth and for the recovery, the immediate recovery. So we just absolutely loved that. And that was a really important part for us. But my number 4 reason was for privacy and comfort, because that often makes for a faster and less painful birth. Hey, I like faster and less painful. And the reason for that is, you know, us instinctual mamas, when you're in labor and you're having a baby, you kind of go into that animalistic phase, you know, where you're not so much thinking anymore. You're more working on instinct. And just like any other mammal, you need to feel safe. And you need to have kind of a quiet, safe spot. Otherwise, your hormones are just going to kick right in and slow down the birth, and then you end up having prolonged problems and things like that. So if you're in a hospital room and you've got bright lights on and people that you don't know coming and going, it can really prolong and slow down a labor. So I love home birth because I can just be in my own bedroom. I don't need to have anyone there until I want them there, and it just makes a labor go a lot faster and a lot easier. My number 3 favorite reason for having a home birth is that I get to control the experience, not the hospital policy, not the hospital staff, and not the doctors. I get to say who gets to be there, when I get to eat and drink, and I don't have to feel like I'm wasting anybody else's time. I can just be okay with the timing of my own birth, and I love that. It is so wonderful. It would be awful to feel like I was making the doctor late for his golf game or something like that. So I would really not like to feel like I was inconveniencing people. And so it's really nice to be able to be in my own home and not even have to call the midwives until I'm really close to the end, which is wonderful. Okay, now my number 4 reason. No, I'm sorry. Am I really? Yeah, on my number 2 reason for choosing a home birth over a hospital birth. And the reason that I love it is because it's healthier. You have far fewer interventions when you have a home birth if you're low risk. Now, of course, if you have a high risk pregnancy, you should be in a hospital under the care of a doctor. You should be watched very closely. And we love hospitals and doctors when we need them and for high risk things. Those are wonderful and they're great resources and have saved many, many lives. Oh, are you joining in? You gonna say something too? But when you're low risk and you have competent midwives and a planned home birth, then a home birth is much healthier. You are less likely to be given extra medication. You're less likely to have unnecessary interventions, and you get to eat good, healthy food, which is wonderful. So you're going to come out healthier. And my number one reason for loving home births is because they're safer. Statistically, they're proven to be safer than a hospital birth if you are low risk, having a planned home birth with competent midwives. I've got to add all of that, because if you're high risk or you just happen to be at home and you have a baby too fast, that can cause problems. But if you're low risk with a planned home birth and competent midwives, it is actually safer for both the baby and the mom to have a home birth with midwives rather than having a hospital birth with doctors. Isn't that amazing? So you get all the comforts, plus it's safer and healthier. So I just love our home births. I love our midwives. I've gotten to work with about 5 different ones, and it is just so great. So yes, please, thinking of this for any future babies. If you guys are thinking and have thought about doing a natural home birth, look into it and see if it's right for you. Different states have different regulations about home births. So, hey, for anybody who just joined us and was looking to see the baby, this is Rebecca Marie. And she's about 2 weeks old now. So we're so thankful that she's a wonderful part of our family. And she's here. And so now we have another, fruit picker on our team for when we go out and we get to harvest things. Yay! That's always fun. And it's just so much fun to watch the kids grow up on a homestead with the animals and with all the gardens and the great produce. It's just amazing watching them grow up like that. It's a different experience than living in the city, which we've both gotten to do. And we just absolutely love watching our children grow up in the countryside. It is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Okay, so one other thing that I wanted to talk about today is for all of you guys, I've had a lot of questions come in about healing and postpartum healing. And I think that's great because, we really don't talk about that much in our society. We don't cover it very much. There's not a lot of talk. We talk so much about the pregnancy and a healthy pregnancy, but we really miss out on the recovery side. And it is so, so important for mama and for the family to recover correctly. There's a lot at stake here, and a lot more than just the shape of your stomach or, how you feel that day or how long it takes you to stop bleeding or any of that. There's a lot more going on with your body when you need to recover. And so after 9 babies, I'm going to tell you a few of my favorite tips to a great recovery that's going to help you feel energetic and healthy on the other side. You may never have a bikini body again. That's fine with me. I don't particularly want one, but you do need to be energetic to be able to keep up with your family. And of course you want to be healthy. So my number 1 tip, most important thing here, is to rest after baby. Even if you feel good physically and you want to get up. Most traditional cultures have a lying in period of about 30 to 40 days. Now that seems like a long time, especially if physically you didn't take a lot of trauma in the birth, if you feel pretty good on the other side. But that does a lot of things besides just let you heal physically. One of the things I'm going to talk about in this is that your hormones take a real hit. this is birth and pregnancy and all of that is very hard on a body if you're not prepared for it and you're not healthy. And so we really need to give our bodies time to recover and to rest on the other side. Even if we feel physically okay, we feel like, hey, I have no problem getting up and working, you still need rest. It's so important, mama. Please rest and lay in, get some help around the house. You guys are all so sweet. I'm seeing all of these congratulations and I just really appreciate it. You are so sweet, and we hear you over here. We really thank you guys for all of your support. So number one, stay in bed. Get some help around the house and stay in bed. And I know sometimes that seems impossible, especially if you have other children, but see what you can do to get some help. Or at least lay on the couch and direct your other children from the couch. It's okay if you have the kids eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for a few weeks. They'll live. It'll be all right. Just get some rest, okay? Number two, stay hydrated. We all kind of know that. We hear that a lot. And drink your water. Drink lots of good, clear, healthy beverages. Number three, eat a nutrient-rich diet that has a lot of good fat, especially us nursing moms. Those babies need that fat, and it will come right through your breast milk to those babies, and it is so important. You can tell we do that. Look at those cheeks on her. She's got such big cheeks already. I think that just comes from our family, but those cheeks are so sweet, and you need to keep them filled out, and you need to help them grow well by giving them the fat that they need, but make sure it's good, healthy fat. We're not talking the trans fats that you're going to get, the vegetable fats, the vegetable oils, unless we're talking a good raw olive oil or a palm oil. We need good saturated fats too. You need that coconut oil and fats from good, healthy animals, like grass-fed dairy. Eat some more butter. It's good for you. Okay, moving on. Probiotics. Your baby needs probiotics in your system. You really, really need to keep your probiotics up. Right now, I'm having kefir every day and kombucha every day, and lacto-fermented vegetables every day. And if you don't have access to those types of products, then a good encapsulated probiotic would be fine too. So make sure you've got that coming in. Thank you guys for all of your kind words. Let's get some hearts going for the baby. Can I see some of those little love hearts? I love that. It's so fun to see them floating across the screen. Rebecca, don't cry. Don't cry. There we go. Oh, we're going to get a stretch and a yawn. Okay, moving on. Your adrenals. They're so, so important. So we've got to take care of our adrenals. And I've got my screen flashing something at me, so let me just hit it. Oh, there goes all those hearts. I get a little bit of a lag time here, so we're back. But I have this product that I love, and I am not an affiliate of this company or anything. It's Mountain Meadow Herbs Adrenal Aid 2. This is for pregnant moms and nursing moms, and you really need to be taking care of your adrenals on the other side of a pregnancy and during a pregnancy, because it's really hard on your body. The other thing you need to do is take care of your core, meaning your muscles. A lot of us get a diastasis where your muscles split right down the middle in a pregnancy. Take advantage of the postpartum time to do some belly wrapping so that you can go ahead and help your body to heal. That is so important. You've got all those extra hormones in your body that help your body heal up quickly. Take advantage of that and get a wrap on there, some sort of postpartum wrap or belly bind or something, just to help take advantage of those growth hormones to go ahead and put those belly muscles back where they belong. They really help. All right, you guys, anybody have any questions for me? I just obviously absolutely love home birth. I love being a natural mama. I love getting to go ahead and breastfeed my babies, and I feel so blessed that I have had such amazing, great experiences with having babies. And the ability to have them either at home or in a birth center with midwives, it's an amazing experience. If you've been contemplating that at all and you're thinking of having another baby, really look into that and see, because it is just, it's so amazing. It's so wonderful. Have them at home if you can. And if you're high risk and you need a hospital and a doctor, then, oh, we all feel so blessed by those doctors. Give your doctor a big hug and a high five and tell them thank you so much for all of us if you're high risk and you have the opportunity to be with a good doctor. That is so wonderful. Okay, getting a few questions. How long was the labor? This one was short. I'm really thankful. This was, I guess it was about 3.5 hours of solid labor. And, you know, right when it kicked off, I went down and I told Josh I'm in labor. He was down in the office, which is part of the property here. I told him I'm in labor, but no hurry. You just finish what you're doing. And that baby was born less than 3 hours later. So it just really picked up tempo really fast. But a great labor, and it's been a great recovery. Any other questions out there? I am so blessed to get to be back. Expect to see some videos start rolling in. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and hop over there and subscribe there so you get notifications. Follow along on the Facebook page, and and let's see, I see a few more things coming in here, so I'll look back in just a second. And be watching for more videos. They obviously won't all be about natural parenting or birth or anything like that. We'll get back to our homesteading topics. But hey, it's been great to get to talk to you guys about this. And let's see, I'm reading a comment here. What number is this precious baby? This is baby number 9. We did have one miscarriage early on, but this is full-term baby number 9. And isn't she so sweet? I think they get sweeter, or maybe I have just learned to appreciate the baby stage more. I think at the beginning I was scared of babies. I didn't know what to do with them when they cried, really. So were all of our children home births? They were not. The last 4 have been home births, but before that we were very blessed to work with a midwife out of her birth center. And so they have all been all natural with midwives. And we're really, really thankful for that. We know at any point we could have a problem and end up with a transfer to the hospital. And so we're just so thankful for our great hospital teams around here and our good doctors. But we're also really thankful that we haven't had to use them yet. So we'll stick with this. Which sibling is the biggest helper with baby Rebecca? You know, that's a great question, and they all help so much. Even the big brothers come in and just ask to hold her a couple times a day, which is really sweet. But I've got to say, the 3-year-old comes and sits by me. Now, of course, she's not busy doing school, so she has a little more free time. So she comes and sits by me and asks if she can babysit it. And she will just sit there on the bed with me and hold Rebecca for 30 minutes at a time and just sing to her and talk to her. And it's so sweet to see. It is just a wonderful thing to see. So we really like it. Oh, great. We've got other people who have had good home birth experiences. I see some people saying they've had 3, 4. That is wonderful. If I missed your question, if you asked a question and I missed it, go ahead and ask it again, because I'm not going to look back through all the comments while I'm trying to talk. I would get really lost. I have baby brain and I am forgetting things left and right. So carrying on a conversation one-sided like this, I could get lost really fast. How much did she weigh? She weighed exactly 8 pounds. And you know what? She came on her due date. I have never had a baby on the actual due date, and she was right on time. Very punctual. And I thought we were going to wake up for just a minute, but are you going to wake up and say hello? Not really. Okay. Do you have any more questions? All right. I'm going to give it just a minute. And so while we're wrapping up here, if you have any more questions, put them on there. But I've got to show you this big bunch of these beautiful green tomatoes. Let me see if I can get them in front of the camera without dropping them, since I only have one hand. These beautiful green tomatoes that they just brought in from the garden, since it was going to freeze last night. We got our solid freeze. And you know, I'm really excited because I have a recipe that I am just waiting to try with green tomatoes. And it's for a sweet green tomato jam. And I'm really curious. It's supposed to be really good. Have any of you guys tried a recipe like that? I'm really interested in this. But I had to order some vanilla bean paste because I don't have vanilla beans on hand. So hopefully about Tuesday, I will be making, Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll be making some sweet green tomato jam. And these are unripe green tomatoes, not a ripe green tomato. We didn't grow any of the greens this year. Let's see, do I cloth diaper? I occasionally cloth diaper. And you know what I like to do is I like to potty train earlier. And so I kind of call that my balance. So I do have my cloth diapers and I do use them, but I find that I'm much more successful with them during the summer when I can hang them out in the sun to dry, and they seem to just get so much cleaner. Otherwise, I have to wash them so much, and I kind of think it's the washing machine that I have actually, that I just don't feel like I'm saving anybody anything, any resources or anything like that. So my compromise is to go ahead and just start potty training on the early side. Let's see, Elizabeth, the next oldest up from Rebecca here, is about 20 months and she is almost completely potty trained now. So, you know, that's not phenomenally early, but in our day and age, it's pretty early for most people. So, good. Yeah, other people have babies on their due dates. That's great. We are in the far, far north of Idaho, and so we even got snow this morning. It's already all gone. It was kind of a fluke thing, and it was 32 degrees right at the line, but we did get a bit of snow. Yeah, I do not stop putting up food, Erica. It just keeps going, and as soon as the stuff out of the garden is done, then I find myself wanting to can things like black beans so that they're really easy to use, or you know, the beef stew or different things like that, because I just love having some of that convenience food on hand. And you know, with a family our size, buying convenience food is so expensive, and that's not even to mention the health benefits of doing your own food, where you know everything that's in it and you can really choose the quality. So I do go ahead and keep putting up some, but it does slow way down at this point of the year. Now that we've had a freeze, we're just gonna slow down and enjoy a little bit of a slower winter, which is always nice, always good. I love the regular tomato jam. Niesel, have you tried the sweet tomato jam like that? Or are you just referring to like the red tomato jam? I made one time a red tomato and jalapeno jam that was pretty sweet, and it was so good on crackers with cheese. We really enjoyed that. So let's see, can you link to your YouTube channel? Yes, I will put a link on here to the YouTube channel, but it is just Homesteading Family under YouTube. The same with the Facebook. You're here though, so you're probably seeing that. And the website is www.homesteadingfamily.com. Pickled green tomatoes that were good. Yes, I have been doing pickled green tomatoes, and I just did some fermented green tomatoes. And I pull them out if I knew where they were, which fridge they were in at this point. But I took my tiny little baby currant tomatoes that were green still, and I went ahead and did a lacto ferment on those. Actually, I directed from my bed to have my oldest daughter do a lacto ferment on those, and with dill and garlic, and they were really good. How many boys and girls? We are really off balance. You know, at the beginning, we had one boy and then one girl and then one boy and one girl. And everybody said, oh, you have the perfect family. Aren't you done? And then we kept going, and now we have 3 boys and 6 girls. So we were all kind of rooting for Rebecca to be a boy so we could start balancing it out. But, you know, I think we like her and we'll keep her. So we won't send her back. Love to see how you can beans. Okay, we'll do that this winter. We'll go ahead and do some videos on canning beans. Oh, you have something to say now. Here we go. Are you going to open your eyes? Now she's gonna wake up and cry here, and she's gonna prove me wrong about what I'm just gonna say, but she has been a very easy baby. She sleeps at night as long as she can nibble away whenever she wants, and just goes right back to sleep for the most part, and isn't much of a crier and just sits and looks around. So we've been really blessed by having an easy baby this time. We've had some of the other kind, and it can make everything challenging. So call those fast food. Yeah, will you ever do a meal plan video? That's a good idea. I had not considered that, and I love getting suggestions from you guys about what kind of videos you would like to see. That really helps me to know that I'm putting out something that you guys would like to see. So keep sitting in the suggestions, and I will put a meal plan video on to my list, because honestly, when you're producing a lot of your own food, your meal plan has to change. You don't choose what you want to eat and then go to the grocery store and buy the ingredients. It actually works the other way around, where you kind of go, what do I have and what do I need to use? And then you do your meal planning around what's coming out of the garden or what's coming out of the freezer at the moment. Or what you have too much of on the shelf. So it is different. So that would be a good video to do. Thank you guys for all your sweet, sweet encouragement. We really like it. Oh, see people just subscribing to the channel. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, you guys, it has been great to hang out with you for a little bit. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know. Leave in the comment if you liked the Facebook Live thing, or if you're just happy with the videos, the regular videos, or if you'd like to be able to do the Facebook Live more often. And, you know, we want to do what's encouraging to you guys and helps you guys out. So let us know what you think. Give us some feedback. Thank you guys so much. Let me just look right here to see if I have any more comments before I go. Oh, Florida and 80+ degrees. Oh my goodness. That is a very different temperature than we're at. We're sitting by a fire in the wood stove and drinking hot cups of tea and watching snow come down this morning. I think we'll have a ways before we have snow sticking on the ground, but it was coming down. So, okay. Great, you guys. Take care. So good to see you. Thank you for all your encouragement, and we'll see you real soon. Goodbye.